Do you think you really know what you can and cannot wear on a cruise? The truth is, more and more passengers are being turned away at the terminal, not because of visas, not because of tickets, but because of their outfits. Cruise lines in 2025 are enforcing stricter dress rules than ever before, and some of them are so surprising they've left even experienced travelers shocked. Imagine saving for months, suitcase packed, passport ready, only to be stopped at the gate because of the clothes on your back. What was acceptable last year could now completely ruin your dream vacation. That's why today we're counting down the 15 outfits that can actually get you denied boarding in 2025. If you want to avoid standing helpless on the dock while your ship sails away without you, make sure you watch until the very end. And hey, if you love smart cruise tips that save your vacation, hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss one. Let's get started. Number 15. Wrinkled or dirty clothing. It may sound small, but showing up to a cruise in wrinkled or dirty clothes can actually stop you from boarding smoothly. Cruise lines work hard to maintain the feeling of being a floating luxury resort, so sloppy clothes send the wrong message. Passengers have been asked to change before stepping onto the ship, and sometimes even before entering fancier dining areas. Imagine packing all year for a dream vacation only to be turned away because your shirt looks like it fought a losing battle with the suitcase. The easy fix? Bring wrinkle release spray or stick to travel-friendly fabrics. Neat, clean clothes not only show respect, but also make your vacation start stress-free. Number 14. Costumes at the wrong time. Costumes are fun, but timing matters. Cruises host events like pirate nights, masquerades, and themed dinners where costumes are perfect. But boarding the ship dressed like Jack Sparrow, that's a fast way to be stopped at the gate. Cruise lines want to keep the vibe classy, not like a never-ending Halloween party. One group once tried boarding in grass skirts, leis, and even coconut bras, and let's just say security wasn't impressed. The truth is, costumes outside of official events can confuse or annoy other guests. The rule is simple. Save your fun outfits for the right moment, join the official parties, and blend in the rest of the time to avoid unwanted attention. Number 13. Cultural or religious insensitive outfits. Cruise lines in 2025 are stricter about cultural sensitivity. Anything that mocks, imitates, or disrespects cultural or religious clothing is a no-go. Even if you didn't mean harm, it can make other passengers uncomfortable. I once saw someone wearing a headpiece with sacred symbols just as fashion, and staff quickly asked them to take it off. Think of it this way. Wearing a sombrero at a Mexican port might feel funny to you, but to locals it could look insulting. A good rule is, if you wouldn't wear it at a wedding or family gathering, don't wear it on a cruise. Humor is fun, but never at someone else's expense. Respectful outfits mean everyone enjoys their trip. Number 12. Camouflage clothing. This one surprises many travelers, but camouflage clothing is banned in several Caribbean and African countries. Why? Because camo is reserved for the military, and wearing it as a civilian can confuse authorities. It's not just a cruise rule. You could face heavy fines or even arrest when stepping off the ship. One passenger in the Bahamas thought camo shorts looked vacation ready, but port security stopped him instantly. Imagine trying to explain you're not joining the army, just heading to the buffet. To avoid stress, don't pack camo at all. Leave the military look to soldiers and stick to casual clothes that won't land you in trouble the moment you set foot ashore. Number 11. Clothes that look like crew uniforms. It might sound funny, but dressing too much like the cruise crew is a problem. Cruise lines need passengers and staff to be easy to tell apart, especially in emergencies. A crisp white shirt with navy shoulder stripes might look stylish, but it could resemble an officer's uniform a little too closely.
One retired naval officer wore his favorite blazer on board and was politely told to change because guests kept asking him for directions. Unless you're ready to spend your vacation answering, "Where's the bathroom?" every 5 minutes, skip the uniform-style clothing. Keep your outfits distinct and let the actual crew do their job while you focus on enjoying your trip stress-free.
Number 10. Sheer or see-through clothing. What works at a beach party doesn't always work on a cruise ship. Outfits that are sheer, see-through, or show undergarments can get you stopped at dining rooms or even at boarding if it's extreme. Cruise lines want to maintain family-friendly standards since children are everywhere. One woman wore a lacy dress that looked fine in her cabin, but once she walked under bright ship lights, well, everything was suddenly on display. Think of it as a fashion magic trick gone wrong. The simple fix: do a quick mirror check before leaving your room and bring a cover-up if your outfit is even slightly see-through. Better safe than being sent back to change. Number 9. Overly casual footwear. Shoes matter more than most passengers think. While flip-flops, Crocs, and worn-out sneakers are fine by the pool, they don't always cut it for dining rooms, lounges, or even at boarding. Some cruise lines have turned people away for arriving only in beach flip-flops, calling it too casual. Plus, flimsy footwear isn't safe during emergencies. You don't want to be running downstairs in slippery sandals. One man once tried to attend formal dinner in neon Crocs, and let's just say the maitre d' wasn't impressed. Always pack at least one pair of neat shoes or dressy sandals. They don't take much space in your suitcase, but they'll save you from embarrassment later. Number 8. Tank tops at dinner. Tank tops may feel like the ultimate vacation outfit, but cruise ships take dinner dress codes seriously. Most dining rooms require smart casual, which means colored shirts, polos, or something neat. Show up in a sleeveless gym shirt and you'll almost certainly be redirected. Even expensive designer tanks won't pass the test. One group of guys tried to walk into dinner straight from the gym, flexing their muscles proudly, but they ended up flexing at the buffet instead. To avoid that awkward moment, keep tank tops for the pool deck or the gym. Dinner is your chance to look sharp, enjoy the atmosphere, and blend in with the elegant cruise experience. Number 7. Pajamas or visible underwear. Wearing pajamas outside your cabin might sound funny, but cruise lines don't see it that way. Pajamas, robes, or sagging pants that show underwear are treated as inappropriate in public areas. It's about keeping a family-friendly environment on board. One man thought it would be fun to stroll into breakfast in nothing but a silk robe. The staff quickly sent him back to change. Imagine explaining that to your table mates over scrambled eggs. The rule is simple: sleepwear stays in your cabin. If you want to relax, wear comfortable loungewear that still looks decent. Cruises are about fun, but nobody wants to see last night's pajamas at the lunch buffet. Number 6. Excessively ripped or distressed clothing. Ripped jeans might be trendy, but when the holes look like you wrestled a bear, cruise staff may step in. Outfits that appear too shredded or expose too much skin don't fit the polished image cruise lines want to maintain. One group showed up in jeans ripped from thigh to ankle, paired with rock band tees, and security stopped them at the gangway. They had to buy plain pants in a rush just aboard. Think of it this way: if your outfit looks more like a Halloween costume than actual clothing, it's probably not cruise approved. Stick to neat, casual wear with only minimal distressing. You'll look sharp and you won't risk being turned away. Number 5. Spiked or studded clothing. Spike jackets and heavy metal fashion may look edgy, but on a cruise ship, they're treated as safety hazards. Sharp spikes, studs, or chains can damage furniture, set off scanners, and in the worst case, be considered weapons. One teenager tried to board in a spiked leather jacket and ended up watching it get locked away by security until the end of the cruise. Imagine explaining to friends, my jacket's in jail right now. If you love punk or goth fashion, save it for concerts or land-based trips. On board, you'll want outfits that are stylish but safe.
cruise vacations are about comfort and relaxation, not dodging security for your wardrobe choices.
Number 4, face coverings or heavy masks. Cruise lines need to clearly see your face when you board. Anything that hides your identity, like oversized sunglasses, heavy masks, or even painted faces, can get you stopped right away. Security takes this very seriously because knowing exactly who's boarding is part of keeping everyone safe. A group once showed up for a Mardi Gras sailing with their faces painted green and purple, only to be handed wipes and told, "Scrub before ship." Imagine starting your vacation by washing off your look in the terminal bathroom. The lesson is simple. Leave disguises for themed nights on board. At boarding, keep your face uncovered so security knows it's really you stepping onto the ship. Number 3, boarding without shirt or shoes. It sounds like common sense, but every year people try to board a cruise ship shirtless or barefoot. Maybe they're coming straight from a beach party, but cruise staff treat this as a big no-no. Shoes are about safety and hygiene, and shirts are about keeping things respectful. One group of college students thought it would be fun to stroll on board in flip-flops and bare chests, but they ended up sprinting back to their car for proper clothes. Not exactly the grand entrance they had in mind. The rule couldn't be simpler. No shirt, no shoes, no ship. Save the casual beach look for the pool deck once you're safely on board. Number 2, offensive or controversial graphic tees. Graphic tees can be fun, but cruise lines are cracking down harder than ever on offensive or controversial designs. It's not just curse words. Anything political, insulting, or tied to a controversial figure could get you stopped. Cruise ships want a relaxed environment where passengers don't fight over clothing choices. One man wore a shirt mocking a historical figure and wasn't allowed to board. His girlfriend got on the ship, but he stayed on the dock. Probably the worst solo vacation ever. Think of it this way. If your shirt might start an argument in line at Starbucks, it's not cruise approved. Keep your wardrobe friendly and avoid ruining your trip over a t-shirt. Number 1, swimwear at boarding. The number one mistake passengers make is trying to board in swimwear or beach clothes. Bikinis, mesh cover-ups, or just board shorts might scream vacation, but cruise lines enforce dress standards at boarding more than ever. They want the start of the cruise to feel polished, not like a pool party. A couple once came straight from a resort in swimwear thinking they'd head to the pool right away, but security stopped them. They had to buy overpriced t-shirts and shorts at the terminal gift shop just to step on board. Imagine starting your dream cruise with a $60 plain tee. The rule is simple. Save the swimsuit for the deck, not the check-in line. So there you have it. 15 outfits that can actually get you denied boarding in 2025. Some are obvious, but others catch even veteran cruisers off guard. What do you think? Are cruise lines being too strict, or are these rules necessary to keep things safe and classy? Let me know in the comments below. And if this video helped you avoid a vacation disaster, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more smart cruise tips. Thanks for watching, and go ahead, click any of the videos on your screen right now. I'll see you in a moment.